Video. I am a bit behind in terms of actually writing chapter one and chapter two, but I've been doing a lot of reading, and think I found some really good tools. This is the simplified conceptual framework, and so it kind of starts in the middle, right, with this process of implementation, um, and then these two ideas. One is readiness, right, in the yellow there, and the other are the drivers. And so in the beginning of Fixin et al. 2005, they talk a lot about readiness, and there are some tools that are out there that are have been tested and published regarding how to measure different levels of readiness. So the first is measuring individual readiness. This one I'm not sure, it would be maybe like a number three because it's specific to the innovation. But basically um, it takes a look at the intuitive appeal, the meshing with existing requirements, openness to new practices, and perceived divergence of the innovation itself. And then they actually have some questions that would probably have to be modified for my for our purposes. Um, and it uses this what is it called, factor analysis? Sorry. Um, Confirmatory factor analysis to produce a score, right, related to those different aspects: requirements, appeal, openness, and divergence. The second one related to organizational readiness, is this this ORC, um, the Texas Christian University Organizational Readiness for Change Survey. This is the scoring guide. Sorry, where'd it go? So it's 114 questions. This one in particular, they have a bunch that are aimed more towards like interventions related to prevention and healthcare, but this one is for basically any social agency. The maybe the negative thing is that it's 114 questions long, um, and some of the questions, like I've looked through, would be not appropriate for my context. For example, all of us have laptops and things like that. So, but I think possibly it could be revised. And then the nice thing that it produces is specific feedback against these four characteristics. So, motivational readiness, um, right? Talks about institutional resources, staff attributes, and then organizational climate. And so the idea is, I guess, when you deliver this survey to many people, you can look for patterns. And for example, question 23, I believe, right, tells you something about, for example, this one, or 99 about this one. So it could be used as a way to initially develop maybe approaches to developing an innovation, or something to help support people. The third one was related to community, and this one's pretty interesting. This was we looked at this in Fixin et al. They cite this model, the community readiness model, or CRM, or CRT model. And they have a series of semi-structured questions that could help get at that. So, and it's all published in, where is it? Sorry. This community readiness handbook, from another, forgetting the name of the organization. So there are structures for like question types, and again, these could probably be, or would probably have to be modified to suit the purposes of this focus, or this study. So, yeah, imagining that readiness and the drivers are actually interrelated. And so I think the idea would be for, at least what it seems like to me right now, the idea would be for the reconnaissance phase to focus on measuring these aspects related to readiness and possibly others, like in the questions that you shared, to develop an appropriate solution kind of in terms of drivers. And so thinking that the readiness level, right, impacts both the exposure, adoption, and implementation phases of this progression. And then the drivers would kind of start at all of the phases, right? But starting with adoption and the ideas that we want to get to sustainable, full operative use, right, of the innovation. Um, yeah, and so also thinking that kind of the like the impact on the or the outcomes, right, the impact on changes of behavior, kind of going to get stronger as you go towards the like full practice level of implementation. Um, yeah, so I'm continuing to work on this today and tomorrow, and I will have drafts of all the things that we discussed, chapter one and chapter two, to you very soon, hopefully in the next couple days. Um, yeah, I'm making a lot of progress on this, I think, but definitely got, I think, in a good way, sidetracked by finding some of these tools. Not sidetracked. From what I can tell, that would be it's really useful, right? These will be the things that could be used for the quantitative and qualitative portions of the reconnaissance phase. Um, Still, some questions, I guess, are how well or how well the readiness components fit into the drivers. They do. They do definitely match up, right? So I mean, if you see, for example, some of the some of the things that you can pull out of, for example, the organizational readiness change questionnaire or survey instrument here. These would be directly related to um, the drivers of implementation, and they could be used to develop possibly a plan um, for how to better how to better develop the implementation itself, right, or to strengthen the implementation. Um, there also, I guess, another question is, do I need all of these, or is it only a subset? It seems to be getting at this idea of general kind of like innovation capacity, right, or the ability of the organization to adapt innovations through implementation. So excited about that, and I will keep going and update you on this very soon. Thanks.